Hello, hope you're having a good day. If you're new, I'm Jessica, Earth Angel 111 here on YouTube and TikTok. As I hop in, this will be a love reading for all twin flames. This may be someone you're currently with or in separation from. I will pull some tarot cards and some love messages and see what comes out. Please go ahead and subscribe if you're new. Don't forget to turn on that bell to be notified next time I post a video. And do leave a comment if you'd like to see more videos like this. So this will be energy for January 2026. So let's go ahead and see what comes out for you today. And let me hop in. Okay, so the star first, the Fool, Pisces energy, Aquarius energy. Looks like you two are about to reunite. So a lot of you, this will be a separation reading. Your person has come to realize as the years change, they know that one thing that's consistent is their love for you. And this person has spent maybe a number of weeks or months in no communication or very little communication. It's like they needed to take a time out to come to the realization that as much as your connection had such a deep depth, it made them realize where they needed to change as a person. So kudos to you, collective, because you've really made your person realize where they needed to kind of get their life together in order to be a better partner for you and just overall a better person. So when your twin flame makes their return into your life, you can expect them to actually be a very different person, but in the best possible way. If they had any negative habits or anything that was holding you back from opening up to each other and being in a happy, healthy relationship, your person has healed those parts of them. Okay, so a lot of you, your person was holding on to some type of emotional drawback, something that they were feeling based on a previous relationship prior to knowing you. And when the two of you met, your love was so intense that it made them realize that they could find true love, but they needed to change. So a lot of you went into separation because your person needed to come to the realization that they were ready to make the changes necessary to be the partner for you. Like, you made this person realize that as much as they were a great partner, there were certain things about them they had to change. This person could have been extremely non-committal to you or just not trying to reach the place of a serious long-term connection that you were. So up front, you were very honest with this person. You told them you wanted to have a family, you wanted to build a life together, and they may have actually kind of pulled back their energy once you were firm in what you wanted from this person. And it's not because they didn't want to give you it, but they felt a little bit intimidated by the fact that you were extremely confident in them and the connection that the two of you shared. So your person has never experienced that before. Your twin flame has never felt someone who was so sure of the love that they had for them. And you really awoke in this person to realize that they are an amazing person. So you've done a really good job at showing your person they needed to be more confident in themselves, and especially when it comes to relationships, particularly yours. Now, in the past, if your person went into separation from you, it's because they knew what you expected out of them. They felt like they were unable to give you that commitment at the time, whether that be because they were too focused on their career, whether they were healing from a previous relationship, or they overall just didn't feel in a place of stability and maturity level to give you that commitment. Your person knows that you expect the most from them. You expect them to be as loyal, as committed, and as serious about the connection as you've always been towards them. And that in itself made this person feel as though they needed to kind of pull back their energy and focus on reprioritizing their life in order to get the commitment with you right. So here's the first love message. It says, we have an unspoken communication between us. It's like we're able to communicate through our energy. And that's how you know it's a twin flame, because even when you're in a separation or a period of no contact, or even you're together and you're just away from each other, you can truly feel one another's energy. So they feel you so strong at times. This person knows, you know, when you see them succeeding, you are applauding them. And especially when you two are together, you gave your person such a high vibrational love that they had never experienced before. And they know that your heart is genuine and that you come from a good place. So they want you to know that today they've come to this realization that you are their person. You are their better half. And most importantly, that they are ready to give you that specific commitment that you've been waiting for. They've been thinking about a specific night that either you two had a very deep conversation about your future together, or just experience a lot of love between you, a lot of passion that they keep replaying, because it was specifically something in this one night, this one evening, that they became aware that the passion they had for you was long lasting. That no matter else who they've met or who they've dated prior or since, no one has ever left the loving impact or positive impact on your person the way that you have. You truly love this person unconditionally, and they know it. And there's a specific night, maybe you remember it as well, or if not, your person will communicate this to you. But it's like there's a specific night that they had this deep knowing within this talk or this moment that your energy was meant to last. So they see the two of you being married one day in the near future. And this is also part of the reason why in the past they ran away from this connection, because they knew that you were their wife or you were their husband, however you resonate, feminine or masculine. But they weren't ready for that type of level of commitment because they felt like they still had things they were working on. They were still learning how to be the best version of themselves. Some of you, your person had recently started a new career, and that was also taking up a lot of their time. And they know that you deserve a lot of time. So this message will resonate for those of you in separation who have maybe been dating or exploring other options. They want you to let go of any other commitments with any other individual that you may have developed since you two have been in separation. Your twin flame is aware now that you weren't going to wait around forever for them to figure out the depth of your relationship, but ultimately they needed that time to come to this realization on your own and on their own. So they're hoping at this moment in time, if you are entertaining anyone else or dating someone else casually, maybe even more long-term, that you will let go of that commitment and come towards them. But ultimately, your person knows that this is going to be completely up to you, because you may not have ever wanted a separation between you and your twin flame, and this person is the one who pushed for it. So they're acknowledging at the end of the day, it's solely going to be up to you whether you decide to come back and reunite with your person. So something about your eyes is also a deep knowing within your person. You have a very beautiful set of eyes. That's what they think. And the eyes are the windows to the soul. So your person truly felt connected to you through your gaze. If you ever catch your person, staring at you for a very long time, it's because they're just in awe of you as a person. And ultimately, they see the kindness in your eyes, and they know that you are a genuine, beautiful person. You may have hazel eyes, you may have green eyes, brown eyes, or blue eyes, whatever color, they absolutely adore them. So in the past, this makes a lot of sense. Your twin flame and you went into a separation because they were experiencing a part of their life, a chapter of their life where they felt in low self-esteem. Because of how good you were to them. You spiritually awoken this person to realize that they needed to get their life in order. So if they were kind of slacking in their confidence, in their happiness, in their personal goals, in their long-term goals, they realized through you that they needed to change. They needed to be better for you and for themselves, ultimately. This is one thing that twin flames, you mirror your person. They saw you striving to be the best version of yourself. No matter what it is you went through in your life, you always strive to be better. And it made them feel like they needed to catch up to you in some type of sense. They needed to omit that same energy. And ultimately, they knew at that moment in time they weren't transmuting the same energy of love and an unconditional love on the same high frequency that you were. So they will always consider your feelings. This is specifically something that's very important in this reading here, because it's like even if you decide not to go back and reunite with your twin flame in the beginning of the new year, they want you to know that they will ultimately always respect your decision, because your person realizes how much they truly love you unconditionally. And how much it was always there, but at the time they had a very hard time seeing the connection for what it was. You see, you're dealing with an individual who wasn't as spiritually awoken as you were. They went through their spiritual transformation after you did. So they may still be even unfamiliar with the term twin flame, soulmates, things like that. And even if they are familiar with it, it's a new concept for this person. But one thing that you taught them is about true unconditional love. They're extremely grateful for even having ever met you, because before you, your person did not know what true unconditional love really meant. They had experienced it through their family, but never through a partner. And you showed this person that even if you two were together or apart, you always had their best interests in mind. You always respected and loved this person unconditionally. And most importantly, you always cheered them on, even when they felt like they were in some type of level of low self-esteem or struggling to find their place in the world, in their career, amongst friends, amongst the world, you know, just like different things. You really helped this person experience. So wow, beautiful. An angel message your person would love you to know is that you showed your twin flame how to have hope. Hope is always there even when you can't see it, but you have optimistic expectations, and this is something that you really taught your person. So this is beautiful to see. Optimistic expectations help change negative situations into a positive one. So what they're hoping is that you have the same amount of hope for this connection as your twin flame does, because they are ready in this new year to go into a celebration with you. So get ready to let your hair down, celebrate with your person. They feel like you two deserve to have some type of really beautiful date or time spent together. You two may have loved going out for dinner, attending different events, dancing together, social gatherings. You know, one thing that your person has always realized as well, especially through this separation, is that people were always asking about you. Even when your person tried hard to put your relationship or your separation in the past or in the back of their mind, there were so many people that really could see the beautiful love that the two of you had towards one another. So while you two were in no communication or a separation, it's like people around them were always bringing your name up. We're always asking what your status was, whether you two were back together, how was your relationship going, you know, and your person avoided a lot of those questions. For a lot of you, it's like when people brought you up, they never said anything about you two even being in separation, or they never had anything negative to say. And that's how they know that you taught them what true unconditional love is, because they feel the same about you. So you two really mirror each other in a sense that you're always both considerate to one another's feelings, even through a separation. And if ever anyone had anything to say that may not have agreed with your connection, they were quick to brush it off or to change the conversation entirely, because your person has a lot of unconditional love for you and ultimately a lot of respect for you as well. So one thing that they know is, regardless when you were together or in separation, they wanted other people to respect your connection, your relationship as much as they did, and ultimately you. So East Coast, you or your person may be from the East Coast or have family or have been grown up in the East Coast of significance. And through this time apart, your twin flame has realized that you opened up their eyes to the fact that the life that they've been living makes them slightly unhappy. It's just not as fulfilling as it was when the two of you were together. You two could have been doing practically nothing. Watching a movie, going to the grocery store, walking around, going to get coffee, working, anything you did, they feel like you always made it better. So this definitely resonates for those of you in this separation. Your twin flame wants you to realize that they regret their decision to walk away. At the time, they did so because of a low self-esteem and feeling like the only thing that they could do to better themselves for you and for your relationship, if there was ever a chance of it lasting, was to walk away to work on themselves. And through doing that, they know that you started to explore the idea of possibly being with another person. And that's their biggest regret. So they're like waiting for you to make a return in their life. You know, for a long time, if you've been in separation for weeks, months, maybe even a year, they expected you to come back and realize what your connection was. But they realized that by them walking away, it actually allowed you to see that you needed to focus on what made you happy. And through that, they regret their decision to walk away from you because you really made your person feel a sense of loss. So they love when you spend time together. This is something that they're really missing. Thinking about specific nights that the two of you spent All the time you spent together getting to know one another, your likes, your dislikes, your hobbies, your favorite food, your favorite music, your favorite movies. Okay, you two had a lot in common. You two could have both really enjoyed a lot of the same things, and they're realizing that now as they've been away from you. There's so many things that remind your twin flame of you. Restaurants you used to eat at, good times you once shared, you know, people you both knew, things like that. Star bathing. So right now there's some type of activation between you and your twin flame for this reunion. And specifically, as the year changes into 2026, that's when you're going to feel their energy the strongest, because your person is finally ready for this reunion. So wow, I'm going to shuffle, but the bottom of the deck, there's your confirmation, literally twin flames. This yin and yang balance, union and duality. You two are very opposite, but one thing that makes you two mesh and bond so closely is your love for one another. And that love truly goes beyond anything in this 3D. This is something that they know is guided through the universe. And, you know, your person may not be too aware of what twin flames or all that means, all that terminology. But one thing's for certain is that they know you are their person. So let me see if any more messages come out. Wow, so healing heart. Your person walked away from you in the past to heal their heartbreak, some type of toxic behaviors in the connection, or ultimately just to work on their low self-esteem. And now that they've done the healing, now that they've regained the confidence within themselves, that's why they are ready to give you this long-lasting commitment that you may not have ever felt like they were going to be ready to give you. Your twin flame realizes now that you moved on, because when they walked away from you, you felt as though this person was never going to really change into the partner you needed them to be. And ultimately, it was always about them overcoming their low self-esteem so that the two of you could have a happy, healthy relationship without any interferences, without any misunderstandings, or without any regrets. So they've healed this low self-esteem, and ultimately they want you to know that in the new year, this person's going to come back a very changed individual. And they are hoping that you will see the connection with them the day that you same once did. But they know at the end of the day, you may not. You may feel like you've outgrown this person, or you've grown tired of waiting for them to realize just how much you always loved them. And that's where they respect your emotions the most, because your person realizes that true unconditional love doesn't necessarily mean you're even with that person. It means that you want the best for them, whether you two are together or apart. And you have truly taught this person what it means to have an individual who loves you that deeply. You and your person were either in a 2, 5, or 10-year relationship. This was a very long-lasting connection. It may actually even be the longest relationship that they've ever had in their life. So this is something they want you to know as well. If you two have dated other people since or haven't, they know at the end of the day your connection meant the most. So your twin flame right now is really hoping you'll reach out, especially because the holidays are almost here and New Year's is coming up. They're hoping that it doesn't extend this separation into the new year. They really want you to call on them, to call them, or to reach out in order to make these amends, because your person has been missing you so deeply. So Australia or New Zealand's here. You or your person may be from there originally. And what they want you to know is through this separation, they've spent a lot of time really working on their life, their career, and creating a positive future for themselves, and also trying to create some type of stability for you in the future with them. You know, a lot of you asked this person to either make the relationship more serious, whether that was moving in together, getting married, having a family. And at the time, they weren't ready for all that. But now, they're wondering if you still want that. So this is something that your person's really matured in, okay? And this person may be older than you, or you may be older than them. Hey, you may even be the same age. But regardless, at the time, they just didn't feel like they were ready for all the serious parts of the connection that you were. So they love the fact that you have always nurtured your connection, and you've always nurtured yourself. Your person feels like you look incredible since the separation. They can tell that you've really taken the time to heal the heartbreak that the two of you went through. in this separation, and most importantly, that you have continued to work on yourself. They miss spending time with you. This is the key theme. Ever since you and your person separated, your absence has been felt by your person. The loss of having you care about them more than at times they even cared about themselves has become very significant to this person. So they want you to know that this is a man who knows what he wants, okay? And they want you. They want to be reunited with you. And most importantly, they want your relationship to reach a place of total harmony, total balance. In the past, you may have given a lot more love to this person than they did you. And they want you to know that they've healed that part of themselves that felt as though they were unlovable or undeserving of how much you've loved them. Your person had low self-esteem in the past, and when people go through periods of feeling low self-esteem, they subconsciously push away the people that care about them the most. But now that they've regained their sense of confidence, their sense of self-fulfillment, and reached a place of happiness and peace in their life without you, they know that your connection can really be something wonderful. So no one could ever take your place. This is something through your separation that they've also become very extremely aware of. No one has ever made them feel as loved, as attractive, as turned on, as appreciated, and as good as you did. And that's one thing that they want you to know. So they always fantasize about you at inappropriate times or settings. So your person often has flashbacks to your connection, to the way that you used to be so affectionate with one another, and ultimately they are always thinking about that reunion. There's something about this person just constantly, possibly even dreaming about it. It's like they have pictured so many times what it would be like for this reunion with you, but they know that it would still come short to how beautiful it would really be if the two of you were once again back together and happy in love. So finding out you're expecting. Now this is energy for 2026. If you do reunite with your twin flame, this is something that they know you wanted, and maybe they weren't ready to start a family in the past. But now this man, okay, or this woman knows what they want, and they know that they see themselves building a very fulfilling, happy life with you. And ultimately, if you are someone who is able and wanting a family, this is something that they are finally ready to give you. So absolutely beautiful. I will pull one more angel message just to close this out, but know that in 2026, you and your twin flame are about to come to a place of total harmony if you decide to reunite. This is a new beginning between you. And ultimately, they know that this has been part of your dreams, to have this reunion or to have this fulfilling life with them for a very long time. So they are ready. They've matured, they've grown, and they've most importantly become confident in themselves to be able to give you that amount of love that you've always given them. It was never a question of you not being enough for your twin flame. It was always them needing to find themselves. Their lack of confidence was truly affecting your connection. It was mirroring towards your unconditional love. And that in itself made them feel as though you were always fulfilling the relationship and they were always under-fulfilling you. So new beginning is here. Wow, and this is a confirmation. The fairy godmother heralds the joyous news of a new baby. Protect and nurture your ideas as you would a baby. So there you go. Finding out you're expecting. If you do reunite with your twin flame in the beginning of 2026 or any time throughout the year, know that this is exactly where you two are headed towards. The family that they know they always wanted to give you, they just didn't feel secure enough within themselves or within their confidence to be able to be that partner that you truly needed them to be. And your person has really done a major improvement on themselves, their life, possibly even like upgraded their career, whatever it took in order to be able to give you confidently this future that you know you deserve with your person. So for signs specifically, there's Pisces with the Fool, the Star is Aquarius, Ace of Wands will be Aries, Leo, Sag, or Page of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So you or your person, your twin flame, may be any of those signs, and if you both resonate with these signs, this is definitely your message. So I just want to wish you and your twin flame all the best. with this reunion in 2026. And ultimately just know the overall energy is this person will respect your opinion either way, if you choose to reunite with them or if you choose to move on. So God bless you. Drop a comment and happy holidays. Happy New Year.